I'm not incapable of loving. I was just defeated by your promises. Defeated by your sweet words, by a heart that was never sincere. My heart was slowly crushed when you chose to leave me. Now I'm learning to came bringing happiness, planting hope in my heart. I believed all your stories about a future with me. The days felt perfect when you called my name affectionately. I never thought that at the end of the story you left without feeling guilty. The love you left behind, still alive in my memory. The wounds you left behind, too deep for me to forget. I endured in solitude, assembling the remains of dreams. Every corner reminds me of you, of promises you didn't keep. If your heart ever doubted, why weren't you honest with me? I'm not a toy of feelings, one you can just abandon. Now I accept your departure, even though my heart hasn't fully healed. I'll return this love to you, along with the wounds you left behind. I endured in solitude, assembling the remains of dreams. Every corner reminds me of you, of promises you didn't keep. I endured in solitude, assembling the remains of dreams. Every corner reminds me of you, of promises you didn't keep. If your heart ever doubted, why weren't you honest with me? I'm not a toy of feelings, one you can just abandon. Now I accept your departure, even though my heart hasn't fully healed. I return this love to you, along with the ones you left behind. Tonight I decide to be silent, staring at the wounds that haven't healed. Your name is still in every prayer, even though you're no longer mine. Tears fall slowly, accompanying the longing that's been suppressed. I thought love would last, turns out it's just a test. These are the last tears for you. I won't repeat longing again. I've been hurt enough by an unfaithful heart. I'm tired of hoping We once sat together, making simple dreams, laughing without suspicion, thinking love would never change. Time slowly tests our feelings. Sweet words begin to change. Silence becomes our language when our hearts are no longer aligned. Between us is a crack. There's a longing track. There's love left, but it no longer feels whole. I tried to hold on, connecting what was almost broken, but you chose to walk away, leaving me without direction. If my mistake was too great, why didn't you hold me? Love isn't just about happiness, but also about caring for each other. Now I stand alone in the rest of our story, accepting that love can't always be come home with stories. You made me a shelter. You entrusted all your tiredness in my sincere embrace. Now you only come occasionally with a different heart. Your gaze is no longer warm, as if I were a stranger. I no My heart is shattered into pieces by the cold words you spoke. I smile in front of you, hiding the wounds in my chest. You left, taking my happiness with you, leaving loneliness behind. I'm strong in front of the world, but fragile when I'm alone. I face reality that love isn't always beautiful. I'm broken by your departure, but my love still when I believe completely. You came with faith. I entrusted my heart to you without a trace of suspicion. You wove a dream about us with a reassuring tone. I stood by your side when the world doubted you. careful of words and attention. Because of the same wound, I don't want to repeat it. If one day you regret it, don't look for me again. I buried my feelings the day you chose to The night calls your name again. In the endless silence, my messages hang without a reply from you. I wait patiently, even though my heart is getting tired. Every second feels long when you choose silence. The longing you don't answer becomes a burden on my chest. The love you don't return, slowly shattering my heart. I speak to the silence about you is far away, as if I were never present in your If this longing bothers you, forgive me for still hoping. I'm just an ordinary human being who loves too deep. Now I embrace my own ego, learning to be sincere from disappointment. Not all longing has to be fulfilled, even though the heart still waits. The longing you don't answer becomes a burden on my chest. The love you don't return, slowly shattering my heart. I though the heart still waits. I trust you with all my heart, give my heart without hesitation. You protect me with sweet words, then you just let me go. I never thought you would be the reason my tears fall of all who hurt me. You hurt me the most. I was destroyed by the person I loved, by the smile I once trusted. This wound is too deep, it comes from your heart. I endure despite the pain, trying to be strong every day, but your shadow keeps coming, tearing away the last of my love has to be like this. Let me learn on my own about guarding my heart, so that I won't be easily hurt. Now I stand alone, with a wound starting to heal. I once loved deeply and was destroyed by